Talk about something real. Something that can make you or break you faster than a runaway train. The company you keep. You ever notice how you walk out of some rooms feeling 10 feet tall and ready to take on the world? And other times you feel like you just got run over by a steamroller. That's the power of association at work. We are like chameleons, whether we realize it or not. We pick up the colors of our surroundings. Spend enough time around folks who are content with mediocrity, who think success is a lottery ticket. And guess what? You start to believe it too. It's insidious, like a slow leak in your tire, letting the air out of your dreams without you even realizing it. Now, I'm not saying you got to ditch your buddies from high school or stop talking to your cousin who's going through a rough patch. Family's family. But I am telling you, you have got a responsibility to yourself, to your future, to be picky about who you let into your inner circle. Think of it like this. You would not plant a prize-winning rose bush next to a patch of weeds, would you? No, sir. You give that rose the best soil, the most sunlight, because you know it's got the potential to bloom something beautiful. Well, you are that rose bush, folks. And the people you surround yourself with, they're either fertilizer or they're weeds. So, how do you tell the difference? How do you know if someone's adding value to your life or subtly draining it away? It's simple, really. Pay attention to how you feel. You walk away from conversations with this person feeling energized, inspired, like you could climb a mountain, or do you feel deflated, drained, like you need a nap just to recover from the negativity? Do they challenge you to think bigger, to set higher goals, to become a better version of yourself? Or do they drag you down with their complaining, their gossiping, their insistence that nothing ever changes and it's all pointless anyway? Listen, life's too short to be surrounded by energy vampires and dream stealers. You deserve to be around people who light your fire, who see the best in you, who believe in your potential even when you are having trouble seeing it yourself. Now, finding these folks, it's not always easy. It takes effort, like panning for gold. You gotta sift through a lot of dirt to find those nuggets of pure inspiration. But let me tell you, it's worth it. Start by looking around at the people you admire, the ones who are living the kind of life you dream of. What are they doing? Who are they surrounding themselves with? What books are they reading? What habits have they cultivated? You will notice a pattern. I guarantee it. Successful people, they are drawn to other successful people, not because they're snobs, but because they understand the power of association. They know that iron sharpens iron, that a rising tide lifts all boats. So be intentional about who you let into your life. Seek out mentors, join groups with like-minded individuals, attend seminars and workshops where you can connect with people who are striving for greatness. And do not be afraid to walk away from relationships that are no longer serving you. It's not selfish, it's self-preservation. You cannot pour from an empty cup, and you cannot achieve your dreams if you are constantly surrounded by people who are content with mediocrity. Remember, you become what you think about most of the time, and you think about what you are constantly exposed to. So choose your company wisely. Your future depends on it. Now, I know what some of you might be thinking. You make it sound so simple. But what about my family? My coworkers? I cannot just choose who I'm related to or who I work with. And you are right. You cannot always control your circumstances, but you can control your reactions to them. You can control who you spend your time with outside of work or family obligations. You can control what you read, what you listen to, what you allow into your mind. You see, it's not just about the people you physically spend time with, it's about the voices you allow to influence your thoughts and beliefs. Are you reading books and articles by successful people? Or are you filling your head with negativity and gossip from the tabloids? Are you listening to motivational podcasts and audiobooks? Or are you letting the cynics and naysayers on the news dictate your outlook on life? You have got to be vigilant, folks. You have got to guard your mind against negativity like a farmer guards his crops against pests. Because negativity, it's insidious. It creeps in slowly, subtly, until one day you wake up and realize you have let it take root in your heart and mind. So be ruthless in your pursuit of positivity. Surround yourself with books, with music, with art that inspires you, that lifts you up, that reminds you of your own potential. And remember, it's not about being fake or pretending that everything is perfect all the time. Life throws curveballs. We all know that. But it's about choosing to focus on the good, on the possibilities, on the solutions rather than dwelling on the problems. Because here's the things, your attitude is contagious. When you are positive, when you are optimistic, when you genuinely believe in yourself and your dreams, it rubs off on the people around you. You become a magnet for other positive people, for opportunities, for success. People want to be around you because you make them feel good. You inspire them to be better versions of themselves. And that's the real power of association. Folks, not just about who you surround yourself with, it's about who you become as a result of those relationships. It's about the energy you put out into the world and the impact you have on the people around you. So choose wisely. Choose to be a force for good, for growth, for possibility. Choose to surround yourself with people who lift you up, who challenge you, who inspire you to be your best self. Because the world needs more of that. It needs your light, your passion, your unique gifts and talents. So do not let the negativity of the world drag you down. Rise above it. Surround yourself with greatness and watch as your own life begins to reflect the company you keep. You know, choosing the right company is like building a house. You would not just let anyone walk in and start nailing boards together, would you? No, sir. You'd want skilled carpenters, electricians who know their stuff, plumbers who won't flood the place. You want people who share your vision, who are committed to building something strong and beautiful that will stand the test of time. Your life, your dreams, they are your masterpiece. And the people you allow into your life, they are the builders. Some will come in with blueprints for success, eager to help you lay a solid foundation and build something incredible. Others, they will show up with sledgehammers, ready to tear down anything that doesn't fit their limited view of what's possible. The key is to recognize the difference, to be discerning about who you give access to your heart, your mind, your dreams. No, I'm not saying you have to go through life with a clipboard, interviewing potential friends and colleagues. It does not have to be that formal. But I am saying, pay attention to the signs. Do the people around you encourage your growth? Do they celebrate your victories, big or small? Do they offer a listening ear and a shoulder to cry on when you stumble? Or do they minimize your accomplishments, gossip behind your back, and revel in your failures? Listen, life's too short to waste time on relationships that leave you feeling depleted, discouraged, or doubting your own worth. You deserve to be surrounded by people who believe in you, who inspire you, who challenge you to become the best possible version of yourself. Now, I know what some of you might be thinking. But what if I have already surrounded myself with the wrong people? What if I'm stuck in a rut surrounded by negativity and doubt? Well, first of all, give yourself some credit for recognizing it. That's the first step to making a change. And second, know that it's never too late to start building a more supportive, inspiring network. Start by taking small steps. Join a club or group that aligns with your interests. Attend a workshop or seminar where you can connect with like-minded individuals. Reach out to people you admire and ask for a few minutes of their time. You'd be surprised how many successful people are willing to pay it forward. and offer guidance to those who are just starting out. Remember, you are the architect of your own life. You get to choose who you let into your inner circle, who you allow to influence your thoughts, your beliefs, your actions. So choose wisely. Choose to surround yourself with people who will help you build a life. You live a life that matters, a life that reflects the greatness that lies within you. You know, sometimes it's not about adding new people to your life, but about taking a good, hard look at the relationships you already have. It's about recognizing that some relationships, like seasons, are meant to change. Some people are meant to walk beside you for a lifetime, offering unwavering support and encouragement every step of the way. Others, though, are meant to be temporary companions, there to teach you a lesson, help you through a particular phase, and then move on. There's no need for blame or judgment. No need for dramatic pronouncements or bitter goodbyes. Sometimes the healthiest thing you can do for yourself and the other person is to simply acknowledge that the season has changed and allow the relationship to naturally evolve. Now, I'm not saying it's always easy. Letting go of relationships, even those that are no longer serving us, can be painful. We're creatures of habit, and it's natural to cling to the familiar even when it's no longer comfortable. But here's the thing, holding on to relationships that are dragging you down, that are dimming your light, that are preventing you from growing into the best version of yourself, that's not loyalty, that's self-sabotage. It's like trying to run a marathon with a backpack full of rocks. You might be able to stagger along for a while, but eventually, the weight of it all will bring you to your knees. So lighten your load, release the relationships that are no longer serving you, and make space for new connections, for people who will cheer you on, who will inspire you, who will see your potential, even when you are having trouble seeing it yourself. Now, I know what some of you might be thinking, but what if I make a mistake? What if I let go of someone who is actually good for me? Well, here's the beauty of it all. You can always change your mind. You can always reach out to someone you've drifted away from and reconnect. Life's funny that way. It's full of second chances, unexpected reunions, and relationships that are rekindled after years of dormancy. But here's the catch. You have to be willing to let go of the fear of making a mistake. You have to trust your gut, follow your heart, and have faith that the right people will come into your life at the right time. And when they do, be ready to embrace them. Be open to learning from them, growing with them, and supporting them on their journey as they support you on yours. Because that's what it's all about. It's about connection. It's about surrounding yourself with people who make you feel seen, heard, and valued. People who inspire you to dream bigger, to love harder, and to live a life that is truly your own. So go out there and find your tribe. And when you do, cherish them, nurture those relationships, and watch as your life blossoms in ways you never thought possible. Now, building the right relationships, it's not just about finding people who make you feel good. It's about becoming the kind of person others want to be around. It's about cultivating qualities that attract greatness, that make you a magnet for success and fulfillment. Think about the people you most admire. What is it about them that draws you in? Is it their kindness, their generosity, their unwavering optimism, their ability to make you feel seen and heard? These qualities, they are not some happy accident. They're cultivated through conscious effort, through daily practice, through a commitment to becoming the best possible version of oneself. So ask yourself, what kind of energy are you putting out into the world? Are you approaching life with an open heart and a willingness to connect? Or are you hiding behind walls of fear and cynicism? Are you radiating warmth and positivity? Or are you letting negativity and doubt dim your light? Remember, like attracts like. If you want to attract positive, supportive, successful people into your life. You have to become that kind of person yourself. You have to be the change you want to see in the world. Now, I'm not saying you have to be perfect. None of us are. We all have our bad days, our moments of doubt, our times when we just want to pull the covers over our heads and hide from the world. But here's the thing. You get to choose how long you stay there. You get to choose whether you let those negative thoughts and feelings take root and define you, or whether you acknowledge them, learn from them, and then let them go. Because here's the secret. Folks, negativity thrives in darkness. It festers and grows when it's hidden away in the shadows. But when you bring it out into the light, when you talk about it with someone you trust, when you choose to focus on the good instead, it loses its power over you. So be kind to yourself, forgive yourself for your mistakes, and then get back up and try again. Because every day is a new opportunity to become the best possible version of yourself, to attract the right people into your life, and to build a future that is filled with purpose, passion, and joy. Now, I know some of you might be thinking, this is all well and good, but what about competition? What about those folks who see my success as a threat, who try to tear me down instead of building me up? Yes, the crabs in the bucket syndrome. You know how it goes? One crab tries to climb out, and the others pull it back down. They'd rather see everyone stuck in the bucket than risk seeing one of their own escape. Well, here's the thing about crabs in a bucket. They are operating from a place of fear and scarcity. They believe there's not enough success to go around, so they try to hoard it all for themselves. But you know better. You understand that success is not a pie that gets divided up. It's an ever-expanding feast with plenty of room at the table for everyone who's willing to put in the work. So do not let the crabs pull you back down into the bucket. Rise above the negativity. Surround yourself with people who want to see you succeed, who celebrate your victories as if they were their own. And when you encounter those who try to dim your light, remember this. Their actions say more about them than they do about you. It's a reflection of their own insecurities, their own fears, their own limited beliefs. So pity them, send them love, and then keep shining your light brighter than ever before, because the world needs your light. It needs your unique gifts, your talents, your passion. So do not let anyone tell you otherwise. Go out there and be the best version of yourself. Surround yourself with people who believe in you, who support you, who inspire you to reach for the stars, and watch as your life transforms into something truly extraordinary. You know, one of the most valuable lessons I've learned about building a strong network is this: it's not about what you can get, it's about what you can give. See, too many folks approach relationships with what's in it for me mentality. They are constantly looking for ways to leverage connections, to climb the social ladder, to get ahead at any cost. But here's the test. The kind that lasts, the kind that fills your heart as well as your bank account, it's not about taking shortcuts or stepping on others to get to the top. It's about lifting others up as you rise. It's about approaching every relationship, whether it's with a mentor, a colleague, or the person who makes your coffee every morning, with a spirit of generosity and a genuine desire to connect. Ask yourself, how can I add value to this person's life? How can I use my unique talents, skills, and experiences to make a difference? How can I be a source of support, encouragement, and inspiration? Maybe it's offering a listening ear when someone's going through a tough time. Maybe it's sharing your knowledge and expertise to help someone achieve their goals. Maybe it's simply offering a kind word or a gesture of appreciation. The point is, when you shift your focus from getting to giving, something magical happens. You attract people into your life who are also committed to making a difference, to leaving the world a better place than they found it. You create a circle of support and encouragement where everyone is lifting each other up, cheering each other on. and celebrating each other's success. And that is where the real magic happens. That's where dreams take flight, where possibilities become realities, and where ordinary people achieve extraordinary things. Now, I know what some of you might be thinking, I'm just one person. What difference can I really make? Let me tell you something. Never estimate the power of one person with a dream, with a vision, with a burning desire to make a difference, can change the world. Think about it. Every great movement, every groundbreaking invention, every act of kindness that rippled out and touched countless lives, it all started with one person who dared to believe that things could be different. So do not be afraid to be that one person. Do not be afraid to shine your light, to share your gifts, to make a difference in the world. Surround yourself with people who believe in you, who support your vision, and who are committed to making a positive impact on the world. And together, let's create a world where success is not a zero-sum game, where there's plenty of room at the table for everyone, who's willing to put in the work, and where everyone has the opportunity to live a life that is truly extraordinary. This whole idea of choosing your company wisely, it's not some new age fad or a self-help cliche. It's as old as time itself. Think about the great thinkers, the leaders, the artists, the innovators throughout history. They all understood the power of surrounding themselves with brilliance, with people who challenged them, inspired them, and pushed them to be their best. Think about Leonardo da Vinci, hanging out with Michelangelo and Raphael, sparking each other's creativity during the Italian Renaissance. Imagine the conversations, the debates, the sheer energy that must have crackled in the air when these titans of art got together. Or think about Marie Curie, a woman working in a male-dominated field, finding solace and support in her husband, Pierre. Together, they were not just partners in life. They were partners in scientific discovery, pushing the boundaries of knowledge and changing the world with their groundbreaking research on radioactivity. These folks, they understood that iron sharpens iron. They knew that to reach their full potential, they needed to be around others who were striving for greatness, who were not afraid to challenge the status quo, and who believed in the power of collaboration. Now, I know what some of you might be thinking. Those are some pretty lofty examples. I'm not trying to paint the Sistine Chapel or win a Nobel Prize. I just want to live a good life, raise a family, and maybe take a decent vacation once in a while. And that's okay. Folks, you do not have to be a world-renowned genius or a history-making pioneer to benefit from the power of association. It applies to every aspect of life, from your personal relationships to your professional endeavors. Think about it. Who you want to be? What kind of life do you want to create for yourself and your loved ones? Do you want to be surrounded by drama, negativity, and gossip? Or do you want to be surrounded by laughter, joy, and genuine connection? Do you want to spend your days feeling stuck, uninspired, and unfulfilled? Or do you want to wake up every morning feeling energized, excited, and ready to make a difference? The choice is yours. It always has been. You have the power to choose the company you keep, to surround yourself with people who bring out the best in you, and to create a life that is a true reflection of your values and aspirations. Now, I'm not saying it's always easy. Life throws curveballs. Relationships evolve. Sometimes you have to make tough decisions about who to keep in your inner circle and who to let go. But here's the thing. You are worth it. You deserve to be surrounded by people who love you, support you, and believe in you. You deserve to live a life that is filled with joy, purpose, and meaning. So do not settle for anything less. Choose your company wisely, and watch as your life transforms in ways you never thought possible. Now, some folks might hear this talk about choosing your company and think, sounds kind of ruthless, like I'm supposed to go through life with a checklist, sizing people up and discarding anyone who doesn't meet my criteria. But that's not it at all. It's not about judging others or putting people in neat little boxes. It's about being mindful, about paying attention to how different people and environments make you feel. Think about it. Have you ever walked into a room and felt an instant sense of ease, like you could be yourself without pretense or judgment? Or maybe you have had the opposite experience, walking into a room and feeling your energy drain away, like you are wading through invisible quicksand? That I way is your intuition speaking to you. It's your inner compass guiding you towards people and situations that nourish your soul and steering you away from those that deplete you. Now, I'm not saying you should only surround yourself with people who are exactly like you, who agree with you on everything, and who never challenge your perspective. Where's the fun in that? Diversity of thought, of experience, of background. That's what makes life interesting. It's what helps us grow, learn, and expand our horizon. But there's a difference between healthy debate and energy-draining conflict. There's a difference between someone who challenges your ideas with respect and someone who constantly criticizes and belittles you. The key is to find your tribe. Those folks who get you, who appreciate your quirks and who want to see you succeed. They are out there, but you have to be willing to put yourself out there, to step outside your comfort zone, and to be open to connecting with people who might be different from you. Now, I know it's not always easy to walk away from relationships that are no longer serving you, especially if they are long-standing friendships or family ties. But sometimes, the most loving thing you can do for yourself and the other person is to create some distance. Remember, you cannot pour from an empty cup. If you are constantly surrounded by negativity, drama, and conflict, you will have nothing left to give to the people who truly matter, including yourself. So be choosy about who you let into your inner circle. Surround yourself with people who lift you up, who inspire you, who challenge you to be your best self, and watch as your life transforms into something truly extraordinary. And remember, building a life you love, it's not about reaching some distant destination. It's about enjoying the journey every step of the way. It's about savoring the connections, the laughter, the shared experiences that make life worth living. So go out there and find your people. Embrace them, cherish them, and together let's create a world where everyone feels seen, heard, and valued. A world where we celebrate our differences and lift each other up. A world where anything is possible. As long as we have each other,